Hi, Annie. Anything new come up during the lunch hour? A prospective client's in my office. Let me just take a peek through the blinds. Well, hot damn. Of all the offices in all the world, look what walked into mine. Annie, delay any calls until I'm done with this. And order some red wine. Hey there. Sorry to keep you waiting. Name's Spade. The police like to call me Fake Spade, but I can guarantee you I'm as real as the president. Fancy a cigarette? Oh, you sure? I don't really smoke either, but some clients just find them comforting. Well then, what caused a looker like you to require my humble services? You want to know what sort of jobs I take? Well, just recall your predicament. I'll take some notes. No worries, I'll take just about anything that isn't completely hopeless. So you came to the city a week ago to work at your cousin's movie theater. Then on your first day of work, you find it burned down with him nowhere to be found. Now how do you know this wasn't an accident? You had a glance at the place the night before and it was raining heavily all week. Right, I remember. Where was this theater located? Lobachevsky Street, all right. The very first thing you did was call the police. Of course, how very upstanding of you. And they couldn't make heads or tails of it all. How very typical of them. What left them speechless this time? So while everything else had at least scorch marks, the projector room was untouched. Huh. Don't know how well you've looked into the secrets of the trade, but film happens to be very flammable. I doubt it's a coincidence. I know we're working with very little here, but to me, it's very clear that they must have been looking for some piece of film there. Why did they burn the theater then? Well, if they're the smarter variety, it was probably to send a message. On the other hand, they might have tried to cover their tracks with it. Yeah, cover their tracks with a block of burning concrete. Most crooks in this city operate on that kind of logic. That's the part I'm wondering the most about here. I doubt many of the criminals here are cinema aficionados. So what sort of folks could be behind this? What? You think you saw someone lurking around before the cops arrived? Look here, sweetie, there's no thinking in play with this kind of stuff. Did you or did you not see anyone? You did. Well, great. Any good details? They wore a trench coat and a hat. Damn it, that ain't much of a detail. Hell, you're describing about a third of the city's population, myself included. Oh, heck, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be harsh. Of course, it isn't your fault that they weren't up close. My bad. Actually, it was probably better for your sake. If they had been up close, they might have hurt that pretty face of yours. Yes, that might have been a concrete risk. Trust me, I'm not in the business of misleading my clients. Actually, there's something we need to talk about. You see, I know a fair few of the police in this city. A good deal are all right people. A few you might even call friendly. But there are some bad apples among them. Now, did you or did you not give them your home address? Sheesh. Sorry, kiddo. I don't think it's safe for you to keep living there. Not until the case is over. Unless you enjoy waking up to guns pointed at you. Okay, let me think. Unfortunately, I don't have any favors to call in from the local hotel owners. Actually, it's more the other way around. Wait a second. I'll ask if you can stay with my secretary for a while. Did that bottle arrive yet? Good, I'll grab it on my way home. Annie, this client's the stuff that dreams are made of. They've probably never had to deal with anything like this before. Plenty of room for me to play the saving angel. Oh, it's probably nothing too big. Some punks burned down a cinema because of boredom, or some gangsters were scorned a bit of hush money. Now, time for the finishing touches. Watch me through the blinds. Yeah, she's very sorry, but her sister's in town for a few weeks. I'd try pushing her, but I'm afraid she'd threaten to unionize. Look now, I wouldn't suggest this unless it was absolutely necessary, but we have exhausted all other options. A detective's home is her castle, but a client like you could reside with me until the case is solved. You don't really think it's necessary to burden me like that? Hey, this is absolutely necessary. For one, you really need the protection. Maybe I didn't clarify it enough, But this is actually a seriously puzzling case. And continuing from that, if you're not already followed, you'll sure as hell be. So it's only natural to draw them to my place instead of yours. Maybe for a week or two. Great, that's exactly what I had in mind, actually. Here, I'll write down my address for you. Don't go showing it to anyone. It was a total hassle to get it off the phone books, so preferably burn it when you remember it. You want to discuss the payment? Oh, don't worry your pretty head yet. A job like this is more of a moral obligation. We can discuss it when I've solved it. Now, you should get back home and gather all the things you'll need. I'm going to have a look at the crime scene and chat up a few of my local contacts. You know, there's a nice little bar just a few blocks south of here. If you wanted, we could meet there after my work's over. Maybe relax a little and have a few drinks. Not really your kind of place. Right, I don't drink too much either. On weekdays. In any case, better to see you properly settled in for your first night. Goodbye then. See you at my place. Nailed it. I'm actually so jealous. Why is this dude so much better at writing scripts than me?